Well, this is the last weekend of the NFL's regular season. Most of the playoff spots are decided, but there are still some must-win games. Here with a preview of what to expect is NFL insider Jason Canfora of CBS Sports. Jason, good morning.
Thanks for having me, guys.
16 games left to settle this season, Jason. What's at stake?
Oh, some division titles, some playoff seeds, and really, more importantly than that, is the bye. The first two teams in each conference seeded as such get a weekend off, and for a game that is this physical and this demanding, that's vital.
Let's dive right into the games. Detroit Lions play the Packers at Green Bay. Detroit hasn't won a game at Green Bay in something like 20 years. Do you think it could happen?
I do think it could happen. They have one of the most dominant defensive players in the league, in Ndamukong Suh. And right now, Green Bay is having trouble protecting their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He's a little dinged up. This is kind of the classic offense versus defense matchup. Detroit, to me, is one team that could maybe even go to Seattle and beat Seattle. I think they could be very tough in the postseason.
The NFC South champion is up for grabs, Jason, but we got two teams that are under 500 here, Carolina versus Atlanta.
Yeah, we do, and they're not going to be able to get to 500, but someone's still going to host a playoff game at home. We've got this game on CBS. It's going to settle that division. Right now, Carolina, Cam Newton, if you recall, their star quarterback was in an auto accident just a few weeks ago. He's come back. He obviously survived that and is thriving. They're running the football very well. Can Atlanta finally stop the run? Because they've had teams just grinding it out on them all season. That's been their issue on defense.
Let's talk about the Bengals in Pittsburgh, because this one's a night game, right? And that could actually affect something here.
Yeah, this is the final game of the regular season. It'll be played at 8:30 Sunday night. It will settle that division, the AFC North. Whoever wins that game then wins the division. For Cincinnati, it's a bit of a statement game. People still looking at their young quarterback, Andy Dalton, and saying, can he put a team on his back, or can he only come along for the ride if everything else is going well? So Pittsburgh is certainly the favorite here. We'll see what they can do. And if Denver manages to lose to Oakland, Cincinnati still could have a chance to get the second seed, which would mean they get a weekend off.
The San Diego Chargers are going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, a team kind of on playoff life support here. What do we expect there?
It's an unusual game because this is the second straight time they've met in Week 17, and both times, because of sort of a freaky injury, the Chiefs have to go to their backup quarterback, Chase Daniel, who hadn't played all year. Alex Smith is out. San Diego know if they win, they're in. Kansas City knows if they win and they get a little help from Baltimore losing to Cleveland, they could get in. It'll be very interesting to see what this young backup can do, because sometimes you catch people off guard that way. They don't really know what to expect. They don't really game plan for them the same way they would the normal quarterback. So maybe in a weird way that works to Kansas City's advantage.
Well, we could have a wild weekend ahead. Jason Canfora, thanks so much for being with us. And, of course, you can catch all the action tomorrow on the NFL Today, starting at noon Eastern right here on CBS.